the goal of these videos are exactly, to document step by step my process, my thinking process, but most importantly, my actions and how you can do the same or even better. So why am I launching this business is quite of a good reason why to make those videos and to document my journey. The first thing is, I'm doing this business because it's like the quintessence of what I love the most, which is writing, speaking, listening, and teaching. So I decided, to launch a service-based business, which contains a newsletter, which contains my YouTube channel, and which contains also interviews I'm going to do with people I respect very, very much. And I wanted to create content. I wanted to be not created content like on social medias and all, and I wanted to create content that actually impacts people very, very much. Because what I love the most is actually be of service. And this is like cliche to say that, but this is true. The more I can serve, the better I feel. And it's like for everybody, right? So I wanted something where I could give, teach, serve, and be completely generous, outrageously generous with what I provide. So writing provides me that, and we're going to see in a second. And so I'm documenting this journey actually because it's doing a loop. Okay, to be honest. It's like that way I can promote on X, and X promotes my YouTube channel, and all. I get more traffic, and then I get also, discipline from doing these videos to make sure I provide some results and to make sure I move forward, in my business. So it helps me a lot. And in these, I also, hope to add a layer on my service journey, if I can say that, which is, to provide as much value as I can in these raw, completely raw formats, right? Anyway, too much talking. So, this is why I launched the business. This is why I documented it. Okay. So how do I get to know, and how do you get to know exactly what type of business you can launch, and what do you bring to the table, and whom you can serve? So these are the questions we're going to answer today. And I'm going to show you exactly my branding and what I have actually built a little bit, So first thing is, it's not day 1 or 2 exactly, because I have built a little bit before. We're going to see, okay, I'm going to go into my X profile, because I'm using mostly as channels, which is X, YouTube, and then newsletter, okay, Substack. So I decided to go on this, in this fashion, okay? So it's going to be VoiceOver Pro turning introverts into social icon. That's my promise. So for them to be dangerously articulate, which is communication skills, charisma, confidence, presence, influence, and to build cultures worth dying for, which is to be that influential that people actually follows you, like till death do us part, right? So that's the thing. And then you have the newsletter, which is actually, I think, pretty good. You need a good solid branding, and so I decided to go with the $1 letter as my brand, as the name of my brand, which I think is pretty good, decent at least. So the promise is weekly playbook for icons in the making, the blueprint to build your own personal brand, and that's it. Okay, with an image of Benjamin Franklin, which I modified obviously, and that's about it, right? So I'm actually pretty happy because today was the first moment I posted my real newsletter. Okay, I posted a manifesto, an introduction, and all. I did everything, on this. On it. It's if I can show you a little bit. So website. We go there, and then you have this. It's not perfect. Maybe I'm gonna change the pictures a little bit. I like this one a little. But then you have about The Invincible Giants. It's just like this. This greenish. I think it's pretty good. And then this is the first article I actually wrote about, and I just did it today, like just before I record this video actually. As you can see, January 2024. Yeah. And by the way, yesterday the video I recorded was on 23. But it was the night. So yeah, that's true. It's pretty good. So it's pretty good. I don't know actually, but so that was to show you a little bit of the stuff I have been building from day 0, 1, and then to today. Okay, so those are kind of my wins, which is, I have wrote my first letter, I have upgraded my newsletter brand, and then most importantly, I have clarified my whole approach. So today, day 2 was actually very, very much about clarity. And so now I know exactly what I'm talking to, what I'm going to write about, whom I'm serving, and all, and as well as the next steps on my personal brands building. Yeah. Today also, I got to hop on a call with a prospect for a one-to-one, and that was amazing, absolutely amazing. And look at that. The guy just said, "Hey, again, man, just wanted to reach back and out and say thanks for talking everything through me. I really enjoyed listening to your perspective experience, and it gave me some real good insight on my own." And that is so cool, Today I had a blast. To be honest, that was one of the best conversations I had in a week. And that was super, super good. And by the way, I had one lesson. Sorry if I'm kind of like going all over the place. I hope it's like structured for you. But the idea is to share with you the raw truth, what I'm doing with my brand also, and the lessons, the wins, all the stuff. And so, one thing is the guy ended the call. All right, he ended the call abruptly, and so I could not sell any offer. That was fine, 100% fine. My only intention for the call was to connect and was to help him as best as I can. If I were, to sell my services at the end of it, that would be super, super fine. If I were not, okay. But the lesson is always at the beginning of a prospect call, always ask the person in front of you what his time is about. If he got an hour, or you just say, okay, so we got 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to rush out. So you just have to define the time that you are gonna allow to this meeting. Otherwise, the guy can just quit the call and just be done with you, and you may never see him again. I'm probably gonna see the guy again, but anyway. Okay, so that was a lesson. Anyway, today I discovered some tools for better automation processes, because it's super, super important, to not bother your mind with needing to be at this very, very moment of the time to just post your article, to just post your stuff, the stuff that you write about, or the videos that you actually produce. You need to have some systems to actually automate and and to planify. Planify is not a word, probably. I recommend you to use actually Reddit as a prospecting tool. Once you get clarity, we're gonna get onto that, but I think Reddit is actually pretty cool. It's lots of things, but in the end, it's actually quite good. What I want to give you is to get clarity. You need to either you have clarity and you know exactly what you are actually gonna do, or if you are in this process of you kind of know but you're not so sure, and then because you don't have clarity you're kind of stuck, you cannot move very, very much. And so that was the phase I was for some days and weeks, all the rest of my life. So my thinking process is pretty simple. I want to drain out of my brain everything that my unconscious is actually processing during the days. So first, I want to be knowledgeable. I want to read as much as I can. I want to listen to people as much as I can, which is very, very insightful, and not just crap, on the internet, which tells you how to build a business in 2026. It's not about how to build a business. It's you have this niche, you have this service you can provide, or you have these skills or stuff that you think you can be good at. Then you're going to learn those skills, and you're going to learn about this business. You're going to learn about this specific stuff, okay? Not the generic ones. You just lose your mind and your time doing this, as I did. And now I watch almost no educational content, which is only to be inspirational. Only specific ones which give me tools, tips, and be very, very practical. So that's something. And yeah, in the end, you want to pour your mind with deep wisdom and knowledge as much as you can on the topic that you are working towards. And if you don't know the topic yet, then you just do the exercise that I'm going to recommend you in a minute. But then surely you write. You write. Again and again and again and again. I can tell you I have spent days and days and days, almost hours every single day, just writing. Whether on my computer, but most of the time, on a piece of paper, which is the best. And you just drain your mind, drain your unconscious for all the ideas that you could actually act towards. And you're going to ask questions like, so, okay, whom can I serve? How can I be useful? How can I be of service? And how can I, do something, not just to make money, but to have an impact, to be, building a sustainable business. And once you do this, it's going to be super, super easy for you. Super easy. But very hard. Very hard at the same time, because definitely you're gonna probably spend a few hours, few days figuring this out. But once you get clarity, it's a relief. It's a real relief, right? So I recommend this exercise. You actually write again and again. But then that's right. Your best offer is the results of something you've already gone through. Okay? I just read about an article. Somebody was a barber, and he just created some ebooks about teaching teaching potential customers to just do for themselves some cuts, or even to know how to ask a barber a proper cut, which kind of styles and all that. Okay, so he documented which styles he made. He puts some pictures, some details, and what questions to ask to the barber and all. And in the end, he makes a shit ton of money doing that. So it's not about transforming people's lives. It's about how can you use your own experiences, your own failures, your own wickedness that you have overcome, the skills that you have built over time. Even if it is, knowing how to cook a cookie, but super, super well, so that 90% of the people that are going to cook a cookie are going to just struggle to get a very, very sweet and tasty one. And maybe you're going to do it better than 90% of the people. So that's your skills. That's your unfair advantage, And so yeah, something you've gone through, a problem you've solved in the past, and you ask yourself, what do people already come to you for advice about? Also, which creative ways to provide your services you're going to use? Also, that's very, very, very useful. Because to me, I told you it's about writing, speaking, listening, and teaching. Okay, that's what I love the most to do. Love it. I could talk with people for hours without feeling, drained or lacking any energy, even for days straight. So that's my thing. But maybe not for you. Maybe you don't want to actually record, you don't want to speak with people also, you don't want to be that, you just want to write, or you just want, to post on social media. So understand which kind of ways you're going to use your way of ways you're going to use your voice. That's the thing. Meaning through writing, YouTube, social media, and do you want to teach? Do you want to do it online? Do you want to do it physically with people in front of you? Do you want to go one-on-one? Do you want to create some cohorts, some groups, some webinars? What type of stuff do you like to do? Okay, it's about finding your zone of genius. Okay, what is it that make you sparkle? Okay, yes, you want to teach about people how to make great cookies, right? How to cook some great cookies. Then you can do it maybe through videos, okay? But maybe not. Maybe you can just write an article, okay? Maybe you can just go and create a podcast. And the thing is, usually most people want results fast and quick, okay? But that's the problem. What you want is sustainability, long-term growth, okay? So first you can have some little success, but then I do recommend that you have already something on the side, or some money on the side already to sustain yourself some few months, until you can actually, properly build your personal brand, properly build your service-based business or product, something. Okay. Anyway, so that's it. All right. And if I can say, today, most of it was actually time, because I spent time I probably could spend otherwise, and I could spend it, doing some really productive stuff and really productive work, and I didn't. But in the end, I'm very, very, very proud, because it's not just about the results. It's just not just about the work that you do. It's do you know and do you feel that this is the right thing, and do you feel that at least if you did only one thing during the day, was this really one thing meaningful enough to make the day worth it? And to me, yes, that was clarity first, and then that was writing my very first article, and I'm super psyched about it. Writing articles and then writing daily emails. Also, I want to write daily. That's also one thing. It's all about quantity. It's all about you can get results in 1 month or 6 months or 10 years, and usually it all depends on the frequency and then the quality of what you provide. Of course, that's for sure. But then it's the frequency. Do you send emails, and do you talk to people? Do you talk to your audience? Do you talk to them every single day, or do you do it once a week, or once every 2 weeks, once a month? I don't know. Then obviously the results are different based on this timeline, and that's super interesting. So I do recommend you to just go out there, clarify your thoughts, do your very, very best to do so, and then just produce, make something, okay? The letter I'm talking about, right now, this one, okay, I built it in a few hours, okay? It doesn't take so much. And maybe it's not perfect, but it's okay. The articles, maybe I spent a few hours for the first, because I wanted to be super good, and then there's multiple stuff, settings, and all. I'm not super practical and super great at technical stuff, but I'm fairly decent at expressing my thoughts and ideas in a concise way, whether it's through speaking or whether it's through writing. So I think my creative side is actually okay. So it's not what I'm lacking. It's usually most of the tools and how to make sure I can grow and all in all. But I guess I'm gonna figure this out over time. That's for sure. And with you. All right. So if you got any recommendation, any question, anything, please do reach out. Okay, that was a long video, but I hope that was useful. Okay, see you on day 3 tomorrow.